or the chief of angels. In this celestial hierarchy, Michael stands as a figure of authority and power, embodying the very essence of divine strength and leadership. He is the only angel designated as an archangel in the Bible. This unique designation sets Michael apart, placing him in a position of unparalleled honor and responsibility in the heavenly realms. Many people believe that Lucifer was also an archangel because he led other angels to revolt against God. Yet, in the grand tapestry of biblical narratives, Lucifer's role diverges significantly, symbolizing a fall from grace in contrast to Michael's unwavering devotion to God. However, nowhere in Scripture are we explicitly told that he was an archangel. Similarly, some believe that Gabriel is also an archangel, but Scripture does not explicitly state this. Gabriel's role as a messenger, while significant, differs from the combative and protective aspects associated with Michael, illustrating the diversity of functions within the angelic order. Within the canon of Michael, the archangel, Gabriel, the messenger of God, Lucifer, the fallen one, Abaddon,
also known as Apollyon,
the destroyer. Of all the holy angels mentioned in the Bible, Michael is the most
prominent.
The name Michael means
who is like God.
In Daniel 10:13, the archangel Michael is described as one of the chief
princes.
This phrase suggests to us that if
Michael is one of the chief princes, there are other chief princes.
His name silent about. That is a plausible
conclusion to reach.
In my personal opinion, I believe there are other archangels because of this phrase. However, we have
not been given their names.
From the onset, it is imperative to address a fringe doctrine which is categorically incorrect. There are groups of Christians who subscribe to the belief that Jesus Christ is Michael, the archangel. It is imperative to clarify, particularly through the lens of traditional biblical interpretation of the Bible, that Jesus Christ and Michael are indeed two distinctly separate beings. This stance is grounded in several key scriptural analyses. Firstly, the nature of Jesus Christ, as presented in the New Testament, is fundamentally different from that of any angel, including Michael. In the book of Hebrews, a direct comparison is made between Jesus and the angels. Hebrews 1:5, for unto which of the angels said he at any time, Thou art my son, this day have I begotten thee. And again, I will be to him a father, and he shall be to me a son. This passage unequivocally distinguishes Jesus as the Son of God, a status that is not attributed to Michael or any other angel. Moreover, in Hebrews 1:6 it states, And again, when he bringeth in the first begotten into the world, he saith, And let all the angels of God worship him. This clearly indicates that Jesus is to be worshipped by angels, thereby placing him in a position of authority and divinity far above them, including Michael. Worship of angels, or considering them on the same level as Christ, is contrary to the teachings of the Bible. Additionally, the roles and functions of Jesus and Michael in the biblical narrative are distinctly different. While Michael is depicted as a warrior and protector, particularly in the book of Revelation, Jesus' role encompasses the redemption of humanity through his sacrificial death and resurrection, a role that is unique and central to Christian faith. In John chapter 1, verses 1 to 14, Jesus is described as the Word, who was with God and was God, and through whom all things were made. This divine nature is not ascribed to Michael or any other angel. Furthermore, Jesus' authority over life and judgment, as depicted in the Gospels, is another aspect that sets him apart from Michael. For instance, in John 5:22 it states, For the Father judgeth no man, but hath committed all judgment unto the Son, Such divine authority over judgment is never attributed to Michael. Michael is not Jesus, and Jesus is not Michael.
But yet we are.
Unlike other angels whose identities are hidden in the Old and New Testaments, Michael's name is mentioned virtually everywhere he featured
Because
in the Bible.
Jesus is in all things.
The book of Revelation portrays Michael as an angel of warfare. He led the war against Satan and his angels in heaven and won the victory over them. Revelation 12:7-9 says,
And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels, and prevailed not. Neither was there any found place in all heaven. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent, or the devil, and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out unto the earth, and his angels were cast out with him.
Wherever Michael is mentioned in the Bible, he is mentioned as
contending and fighting, standing against evil spirits and principalities.
He defends the things of God and the
people of God. Better believe the fuck.
You better believe the fuck I do. I'm the fucking lead general of this fucking army.
In all the books of
Christ's
the Bible,
army,
both
you
Michael
better
and
believe that
Gabriel are
shit.
mentioned in one book. They are both mentioned elsewhere in the Bible,
Nah, but in
only
Daniel.
in one book are they both
Daniel.
mentioned. Daniel 10:7
There
to 13.
you go, Daniel.
And I, Daniel alone, saw
Daniel
the vision.
alone saw the
The
vision.
men that were with me saw not
They
the
did not
vision.
see it. Only
And
Daniel
a great
saw the
quaking
vision.
fell upon them, so that they fled to hide themselves. Therefore I was left alone, and saw this great vision, and there remained no strength in me. For my comeliness was turned in me into corruption, and I retained no strength. Yet heard I the voice of his words, and when I heard the voice of his words, then was I in a deep sleep on my face,
Yep,
and my face toward the ground.
yep.
And behold, an hand touched me, which set me upon my knees and upon the palms of my hands.
Yeah.
And he said unto me, O Daniel, a man greatly beloved, understand the words that I speak unto thee,
Yep.
and stand upright.
Stand
For
upright.
unto thee am I now sent. And when he had spoken this word unto me, I stood
Word
trembling. Then said he
He unto me,
Fear not, Daniel,
Daniel.
for from
For
the first day that thou didst set thy heart to understand,
and to chasten thyself before thy God, the words were heard, and I am come for thy words.
But the prince of the kingdom of Persia withstood me 21 days. But lo, Michael, one of the chief princes,
Lo, the
came to help
superhero.
me,
The
and I remained
galactic
there with the
warrior.
kings of
Persia.
The angel that was sent to deliver the answer to Daniel's prayer
Gabriel
was
got
confronted
confronted by the prince of Persia for 21 days. 7, 7,
Since
7,
this
7
prince
plus
was able
7
to
plus
oppose
7,
the angelic
21
message
days.
to Daniel,
And then lo, Michael
was
comes
more than a man.
and delivers
This
the
prince was a
message.
spirit being,
Yes.
and the fact that this prince is called the Prince of the Kingdom
of
of Persia
Persia
suggests that Persia has a spirit being that represents it.
Sure does.
The word prince has the idea of a ruler or authority.
Yeah.
This fits in well with the New Testament idea that angelic ranks are organized.
They
and
are
have a
organized.
hierarchy.
There are hierarchies of
Ephesians
angels.
6:12.
There are hierarchies of people.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood,
but against principalities,
against